हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आप हमारे इस चैनल आरबीएस फिजिक्स पर पहली बार आए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, बेल आइकन दबाएं, ऑल करें, जिससे कि हमारे वीडियो के अपलोड होते ही इसके नोटिफिकेशंस आपको मिल जाएं। करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में हम लोगों ने रेसिस्टिविटी पढ़ा है और करंट डेंसिटी पढ़ी है। नाउ कंडक्टिविटी is the reverse of the resistivity. Reverse of the resistivity, that is sigma is equal to 1 upon rho. Sigma is conductivity, rho is resistivity, and therefore the unit of conductivity is, this is ohm meter, 1 upon ohm meter. We can write it as ओम का मोह, मीटर नीचे है, ऊपर ले जाएंगे तो मीटर -1, मोह प्रति मीटर, This is the unit of conductivity. Now conductivity is equal to 1 upon rho, that is rho is equal to R A upon L, and therefore sigma is equal to 1 upon rho, that is L upon R into A. L upon R is equal to Lm upon A n square tau. This is equal to L, तो आ गया आपका A n स्क्वायर टाउ, ऊपर चला जाएगा A n, इसमें A भी है, A L अपान R की वैल्यू रखी A और नीचे A है, तो A से ये कट जाएगा, तो यहाँ L से L ये कट गया और A से ये कट गया, तो आपका बचा ऊपर n e स्क्वायर टाउ upon m, and therefore the dimension of sigma is equal to n, number of electrons per unit वॉल्यूम, यानी पर मीटर क्यूब, इसलिए n का हो गया पर मीटर क्यूब, दैट इज मीटर -3, n e स्क्वायर इस कूलम स्क्वायर, कूलम इज IT स्क्वायर, टाउ सेकंड अपान किलोग्राम. Now put the value, kilogram m is L, -3, I is A, 2, T is T, 2, S second, this is T upon kilogram is m. Therefore this is the dimension, m -1, L -3, T3 and A2. This is the dimension of conductivity. Since sigma is equal to L upon RA, we can write it like L divided by V, potential difference between the ends of a conductor, divide by V and multiply by V. Here it's R and this is A. Sigma is equal to L upon B. So V upon L is equal to E. L upon B is equal to 1 upon E. Therefore, this is equal to E. Since V upon L is equal to E, इसलिए L upon B is equal to 1 upon E. V upon R is equal to I and A. R sigma is equal to I upon A is equal to J upon E, and therefore J is equal to sigma E, the vector quantity. J and sigma both are vector quantities. This is the relation between J, sigma and E, and this is also a form of Ohm's law. This is microscopic form of Ohm's law. This is also a Ohm's law. From J is equal to sigma E, J is equal to I upon A is equal to sigma. We know the value of sigma. Sigma is equal to n E square tau अपॉन m. अब इसके पहले हम लोगों ने निकाला है So I upon A sigma is equal to n e square tau upon m इसकी वैल्यू ना भी रखें तो इसको हम इस रूप में रख सकते हैं, सिग्मा इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन रो इंटू ई आई अपॉन ए. You know that I is equal to A n e v d. A n e v d is equal to I. इसलिए I अपॉन ए इक्वल टू एन ई वी डी. आई अपॉन ए इक्वल टू एन ई वी डी इक्वल टू ई अपॉन रो, and therefore VD upon E VD upon E is equal to 1 upon n E rho. VD upon E is mobility of a charge carrier. This is mu. BD upon E mobility. आप यानी चार्ज कैरियर. पिछले उस पर हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है BD अपॉन इज इक्वल टू मोबिलिटी एंड दिस इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन एन ई रो और हेंस रो इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन म्यू एन ई. दिस इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन resistivity and mobility. On the basis of the conductivity, we divide the materials into 3 kinds. Classification of materials. Classification of materials on the basis of conductivity. कंडक्टिविटी को आधार मानकर हम पदार्थों को 3 भागों में बांटते हैं. नंबर 1 इंसुलेटर. Insulator in which no current flows. Such materials are called insulators, like rubber, plastic, wood, bakelite. These are insulators. In insulator, the conductivity is negligible, or you can say nil. Conductivity is very small. Very small. Say nil. Very small. And this is the reason why no current flows in the insulator. If we study the insulator on the basis of the electronic theory, We know that in insulators there are no free electrons, and this is the reason why charge does not flow, because charge flows in the solids due to the electrons. अब if there are no free electrons, then charge does not flow. तो इसके अंदर जो हमारे इंसुलेटर्स हैं उसमें रबर आता है, रबर है, प्लास्टिक है, वुड है, these are insulators. Number second, conductor. Having very high conductivity. If you consider their internal construction, then we know that there are very large number of free electrons in the conductors, and this is the reason why current flow in the conductors. So conductors have very large conductivity. इसमें गोल्ड आता है, Ag है, सिल्वर है, कॉपर है, आयरन है. All these are good conductors of the electricity. Third, semiconductors. Semiconductors are those materials which generally behave as insulators, but at particular conditions, temperature is rises or some impurities are added, then they become conductors. They behave like conductors. So generally on normal temperatures, on room temperatures, they behave like insulators. In particular conditions, whether they are heated, their temperature is raised, or some impurities are added them. If impurities are added, then they become conductors. So semiconductors have conductivity between insulator and conductor. इसमें जर्मेनियम आता है, सिलिकॉन आता है, गैलियम आर्सेनाइड आता है. There are number of materials are there which behave like semiconductors. So on the basis of the conductivity, we can divide the whole materials into three. The resistance of the material depends upon temperature. So now let us see the effect of the temperature. Effect of temperature. Effect of temperature on resistance. As we know that R depends upon length of the conductor, mass of the electron, area of the cross section, electron density, square of the charge, and relaxation time. For any conductor L, if conductor is fixed, we do not change the conductor, remaining the length of the conductor same. Because the wire is same, therefore the area of cross section is same. Therefore, and the mass of the electron is fixed. The number of electron per unit area, per unit volume is also fixed. If the constitution of the wire is not changed, E is also fixed. It means R is directly proportional to 1 upon time. 1 upon tau, inversely proportional to 1 upon tau. Here all these things are constant. L, M, A, N or E square. These are constant quantities. It means R mainly depend upon the relaxation time. The relaxation time is the average time between two collisions of moving electron under the influence of the electric field. The electrons, when move in a conductor, it collides with the ions, positive ions or atoms, and they lose the energy. Again they gain the energy, then again collide and lose the energy. So this is the time period between two collisions, average time period. If temperature rises, temperature rise होता है तो kinetic energy increases. The kinetic energy or frequency of vibration of the ions, atoms and electrons increases. So when the kinetic energy increases, then frequencies increases, then the relaxation time is decreased. So temperature rises, tau is decreased. जल्दी जल्दी टक्कर होगी, बार बार टकराएंगे क्योंकि उनके काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ गई, वो भी वाइब्रेशंस उनके बढ़ गए. द आयंस, एटम्स, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, दे ऑल गेन एनर्जी व्हेन द टेम्परेचर इज रेज्ड एंड देयरफॉर टाउ इज डिक्रीज्ड. जल्दी जल्दी टक्कर होगी, कम ही समय में टक्कर हो जाएगी. तो जल्दी जल्दी टक्कर होगी, टाउ इज डिक्रीज्ड, रेजिस्टेंस इज इंक्रीज्ड, आर इज इंक्रीज्ड. तो यहाँ क्लियर है कि व्हेन टेम्परेचर राइजेस, टाउ इज डिक्रीज्ड एंड रेजिस्टेंस इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टाउ एंड देयरफॉर आर इज इंक्रीज्ड. देयरफॉर टेम्परेचर राइजेस, the resistance of a conductor increases. We can write it like RT, temperature at any temperature T, RT is equal to temperature at 0 into 1 plus alpha T plus beta T square. If temperature is not very high, अगर टेम्परेचर बहुत हाई ना हो तो हम बीटा टी स्क्वायर इज नेग्लेक्टेड, हम इस क्वांटिटी को छोड़ देते हैं. देन दिस इक्वेशन बिकम्स is not very high. Last term is neglected. And hence resistance at any temperature T, RT is equal to R0 1 plus alpha T. RT minus R0 is equal to R0 alpha T, and hence alpha is equal to RT minus R0 upon R0 T. Where alpha is resistance temperature coefficient, so here this temperature coefficient of resistance is defined as the change in the resistance. Change in resistance alpha is change in resistance per unit original resistance, per unit original resistance. ओरिजिनल माने इनिशियल जितना था पहले, ओरिजिनल रेजिस्टेंस अल्फा is change in resistance per unit original resistance, where R0 is original resistance, per unit temperature rise. Per unit rise in temperature. The change in the resistance per unit original resistance and per unit rise in temperature is temperature coefficient of resistance, is temperature coefficient of temperature, is temperature coefficient of resistance. So we can define the resistance temperature coefficient or temperature coefficient of resistance like this, कि किसी भी वायर के, किसी भी कंडक्टर के रेजिस्टेंस में चेंज यूनिट ओरिजिनल रेजिस्टेंस हो और यूनिट टेम्परेचर राइज हो तो जितना उसके रेजिस्टेंस में चेंज होगा दैट इज इक्वल टू द टेम्परेचर कोफिशिएंट ऑफ द रेजिस्टेंस अल्फा। और इसीलिए चूंकि ये रेशियो है आर आर का, इसलिए इसका जो आता है वो आता है पर डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड। नाउ दिस इज the effect of the temperature on the resistance. It means the temperature of the resistance, the value of the resistance increases if temperature is raised. Now, because we have classified the materials into three: insulator, semiconductor, and conductors. So the resistance of the conductor rises. The resistance of conductor rises with rise in temperature. For conductor, but insulator and semiconductor for insulator and semiconductor alpha is negative. Alpha is negative means when temperature rises, the resistance, the value of the resistance decreases. यानी the resistance of insulator and semiconductors decrease when the temperature is raised. So for insulator and semiconductors, alpha is negative, and therefore when temperature rises, resistance is decreased. Temperature is decreased. Now we know Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, if potential difference across the ends of a conductor is connected, then the current flowing in the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied. V is equal to IR or V upon I is equal to R. This is a relation between VI and R. VI is equal to R. This relation is obeyed in ohmic and non-ohmic circuits are conductors. This relation is obeyed in ohmic and non-ohmic circuits. Ohmic conductors obey Ohm's law. Non-ohmic do not obey Ohm's law. Ohmic conductors obey Ohm's law and non-ohmic do not obey Ohm's law. For ohmic conductors, obey Ohm's law means the current flowing in the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference between the ends of the conductor. And V upon I is equal to constant. Ohmic conductors obey Ohm's law and V upon I is constant. Though V upon I is equal to R, when R is constant, then it is ohmic conductor. And this conductor is obeying Ohm's law. For Ohm's law, to obey the Ohm's law, V upon I must be equal to a constant, that is R. But non-ohmic do not obey Ohm's law, and hence V upon I, though non-ohmic conductors also obey this formula, but V upon I is equal to variable. V upon I is not constant. So if V upon I is variable, it is non-ohmic circuit, and if V upon I is constant, then it is ohmic. And for this is ohmic. V and I, this is ohmic. This is ohmic. Non-ohmic. These are non-ohmic. V upon I is not constant here. V upon I is not constant here. But V upon I is constant here. V upon I is equal to constant. Everywhere the ratio of V and I is same. चाहे यहाँ निकालिए चाहे यहाँ निकालिए सभी जगह एक होगा. But here it is not constant. V upon I not constant. V upon I is not constant. And therefore this is ohmic. This is ohmic conductor or circuit. This is non-ohmic. This is nanomic, this is nanomic, and this is ohmic. तो बहुत सारे हमारे पास इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट्स हैं वी डू नॉट फॉलो और ओबे ओम्स लॉ. फॉर एग्जांपल ट्रांजिस्टर्स आर सेमीकंडक्टर डायोड्स. Semiconductor diodes are transistors, they do not follow the Ohm's law, they are non-ohmic circuits. So semiconductors are non-ohmic circuits. But ohmic circuits, for ohmic circuits, if temperature do not change, constant turn or magnet wires, they obey Ohm's law to some extent. So ohmic और नॉन ohmic सर्किट्स. वैसे देखा जाए तो हमारे पास कोई भी ऐसे आइडियल सर्किट्स नहीं हैं जो ओम्स लॉ को पूर्णतः पालन करते हैं. लेकिन फिर भी जो हमारे पास एलॉयज़ हैं, उनके जो रेजिस्टर्स हैं, अगर उनके टेम्परेचर ना चेंज हो तो कांस्टेंट टर्न है, मैग्नेट है, यूरेका वायर्स, दे फॉलो ओम्स लॉ टू सम एक्सटेंट. एंड दीज आर योर से सेमीकंडक्टर, they do not follow Ohm's law. We know that the devices which are used for resistances, which offer resistance in a circuit of any electrical circuit. So those devices which offer resistance on any circuit are called resistors. There are number of type of resistors used in the electrical circuits. Some resistors are wire wound, some are carbon resistors. Wire wound resistors and carbon resistors. Wire wound resistors constant turn or you wire or wound on bakelite or you say a china clay tube, that is called wire wound resistor. Another type of resistors are carbon resistors. They are very small. They are used in transistors and other electronic instruments. So there are two types of resistors. Resistors are the devices or part or element. Resistors offer resistance in the circuit. Electrical circuit. And resistors are two. One is wire wound resistor, and second is carbon. So wire wound resistor and carbon resistors. We use carbon resistors on a large scale. Wire wound resistors are also used, but they are large in construction, and also they are not so standard or very good in working. When their temperature rises, their resistance changes very rapidly, and therefore carbon resistors are used. Carbon resistors are small. Their value and tolerance cannot be written on the resistors. They are very small. Like in your say body of the pen or a dot pen, and therefore that a small resistor, it is difficult to write the value, tolerance and other specifications of the resistor. And therefore carbon resistors, there are some symbols on the resistors. They are painted, there are bands, and due to these colored bands, we know the value of the resistors and tolerance of the resistor. Therefore, for carbon resistors, the color bands are called color code of the carbon resistors. Color code. So, color code, to remember the color code, generally there is a sentence, we remember it, and from that sentence we write the colors in sequence. The sentence is B, B, B.B. Roy, Great Britain, very good wife. B stands for black, stands for brown, R stands for red, O for orange, and Y for yellow. G for green, B for blue, V is for violet, G for grey, and W for white. These are the color code on the resistor. This is the carbon resistor, like this. These are the terminals. There are these color codes. 3 circular bands are on the, say, on this resistor. These are bands on this, like this. ये बैंड ऐसा बना चारों तरफ से गोला, circular bands are there. First, this is called A, this is B, and this is C, and one is here. This is called tolerance. Tolerance. The value is written A, B into 10 to the power C. This is the value of the resistance. B0, the value of B0, brown is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These are the values of these color codes. For tolerance, if color is gold, silver, no color, this is 5% tolerance, 10% tolerance and 20% tolerance. This color gives the tolerance. Now suppose these colors are, suppose this is brown, this is red, and this is, they say, orange. If this is brown, this is red and orange, then the value of the resistance will be equal to A, brown. Brown is 1, A. B is red, and red is 2 into 10 to the power C, and C is orange, orange is 3. That is R is equal to 12 kilo ohm. This is the value of the resistance. So we can calculate the value of the resistor, carbon resistor, on the basis of this color code. So these are the color codes to find out the value of the resistance. That's all for today. वीडियो देखने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। यदि इस चैप्टर में किसी भी प्रकार का डाउट होता है तो आप हमारे कमेंट सेक्शन अथवा हमारे सोशल साइट्स पर जाकर पूछ सकते हैं, जिसका लिंक हमारे डिस्क्रिप्शन पर दिया हो।